quickly, I wasn't teaching tonight because a lot of my students couldn't get there. So thank you for coming. So I'm now on board. You know, this is my big night. 2 classes, chips at the pub, wine, and I'm on board. So I thought, right, I'll do a class for myself. And then I thought, well, I'll invite you along. Every single class, we start with good posture, because good posture is what solves a lot of our problems. So I will start with my feet together and turn them out at 10 to 2 and lift the heels behind. Now I'm going to lengthen my neck, shoulders high, down and back. And then I want my neutral spine. And this is good spine mobility as well. I don't know if you can see. If I stick my bum out as far as I can, I haven't moved this upper body. Now I'm tucking my pelvis under and taking it out. The more mobility you have in your spine, the longer the ligaments are, the less likely you're going to have back problems. Okay, now find that sweet spot in the middle. Make it smaller, smaller, smaller. Stop in the middle. Relax the arms back down with the shoulders down and back. And then we want to lift the pelvic floor a little bit. And then we want to engage the core. Quickest way of engaging the core, put your hands on your belly, cough, and bring it in. So we're doing this quite quickly because I want to get through it really. So now we're going to mobilise all the joints. We start at the head, work our way down the body, and we'll start with inhale and exhale. Inhale back and exhale off to the other side. And keep that movement going. Make sure you do a matching pair. So remember, I'm doing this class for myself, and now I've done a matching pair, so I'm going to take my head chin to ceiling, chin to chest. It always tickles my throat. And then we draw a circle with my nose. Remember, this should never hurt. You should go. Somebody's trying to get on. Should never hurt. So you should go up to your maximum without going into pain. Now, while I'm doing this, there's lots of creaking around the back of my neck. Creaking is fine. Give me a wave if you can hear me properly. Okay, now I'm going to release the shoulders. So I take them high around the back, and this is really therapeutic. If you've got any tension in the neck, or you've got a headache, or your shoulders are aching, or your back's aching, this could be the cure. So you go as big as you can. Now go the other way. Still got my core engaged, still got my neck lengthened. And now I'm going to bring my whole arm in. So I inhale up and exhale down. Keep that movement going. And change direction. And you'll find me doing a quicker version of this before any class I go to, any other class. So I might be in a weights class, but I will still do some of these. And this is good old Barbara Windsor. I must increase my bust, keeping everything at shoulder height. So down here is no good, up here is good. Lovely job. And some diagonals, staying upright. So when you've been sat at your desk or your car and you're all scrunched up like this and these muscles have all got tight, this is what stretches them out. Moving down to the hips, just gently, hands on your hips. And again, this is a very good movement to do if you have a bad back. But if your back's really bad, you might only be able to move a little bit. But if your back isn't bad, you might be able to do this. And remember, movement is medicine. Motion is lotion. Rest is rest. Change direction. So just because your back's hurting, it doesn't mean you can't do this. You might have to do a couple. And then suddenly it's all a bit loose and a bit nice, and you can go a bit better. Okay? Now, if that didn't hurt, which it didn't hurt me, I'm now going to take this huge heavy lump and take that around. And this is going to work my back even more, but again, you don't go into pain. I'm just going to do 3 and then 3. I always keep my hands here just in case something happens I need to bail out. Got your sunglasses on. That feels really good. And now, as every single class, we do some balance. Balance, if you need the help with your hands, you can put your hands out. It's balance, that helps. Except I've got one client who says, it doesn't help, and this is easy. She's weird. And take it all the way around with a straight leg. So what I'm doing now is opening up my hip joint, which is a ball and socket. And it's very, very good. It works in every which direction. And then lift the knee, regain your balance, turn it out and in. And then we're going to take it front to back. Lovely. Same on the other leg, while I just have a look, see what's going on here. Ah, got me, thank you. View request, yeah, keep going. Well, got some live ones now, as in some people with me. So you should be here by now, I suppose. Hi, Tanda.
Hi.
Oh yeah, you're right. Hi. And then front to back. Lovely job. See, my balance wasn't very good then. So let's just do a quick balance practice. One foot exactly in front of the other, facing the front, arms out for support, and simply close your eyes. Count 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is all about your biological age. Your chronological age is the day you were born. Can't change it. Your biological age is how old your body is. Is it knackered or is it still young and youthful? By practicing your balance, it keeps your body young and youthful. Let's swap feet. Can you hear me okay, Tanda?
Yes.
Fantastic. Same on the other side. Squeezing the bum. Brilliant. So I've nailed that. I can do every 10 seconds. Yeah, I wobbled a bit, but it doesn't matter. Okie dokie. Now we're going to use the band, but you don't have to. Remember, this is my class for me. So I'm going to do what is called the dumb waiter. So I have my arms parallel to the floor, and then I grasp the band. So from the front, it looks like this. Now, the main thing is you've got to keep your elbows touching your ribs as you stretch the band. If you don't, you're still doing an exercise, but you're working the stronger, bigger muscles of the shoulders. And you're using more muscles to help you do exactly the same exercise. Like this. If I was to do this, can you see how my hands, my elbows are floating away? I'm using different muscles. What this targets is the muscles at the back of the neck. So I'm making sure the band's not crooked, because I can actually see myself unusually. So if anybody's had a rotator cuff injury and they've gone for physiotherapy, it's very likely you will be given this exercise, but without the band, first of all, and then a very lightweight band, and then a heavy band. You can work one side independently of the other by tying this to a doorknob. Anyway, we're now, I feel like I've been doing this long enough, I'm getting bored. So it's my class for me, so I'm going to pulse here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And now I'm just going to do some more slow ones. Just kill them off nicely. I didn't come for a rest. And that's enough for me. Shake it off. So the next exercise is a Y to W. So my arms now are in a Y shape. if I bring my elbows towards the floor, that's a W shape, like this. So I'm going to use the band. You don't need to, but I'm going to use the band. And I start in a Y shape, and then I bring it down as far as I can. From the back, I've still got my neutral spine and my core engaged. I'm not tipping my head forward. So all the work is done in my arms and upper back. Bands crooked, check your bands level. So again, this is targeting a different part of the shoulder, but also those muscles at the back of the shoulders that end up being stretched and weak. So now I'm going to pulse here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And back to slow. It's almost like an overload when you do the slow and then the pulses and then you go back. It's like an overload and it's done on purpose. Brilliant. And if we ditch the band for now, now we're going to do these calf raises. So I've got my Pilates former. So I am going to stand with my bunion bones hanging onto the platform, and my heels are going to drop off. So I do this in our class on the stairs. So then I go as high as I can, heel raise. So I'm really shortening these calf muscles. I'm going skiing. I really need to work these muscles. Just going to move that away a little bit. I feel like I'm going to hit my head. There we are. You see my calf muscles rising. Nice and controlled and slow. What are you using, Tanda?
Blocks.
Well done. So I can really feel that. But if I'm going to get bored, because I'm doing it for too long, I can go onto one foot. So it's raise and lower. Keep going if you can, but rest if you need to. And I'm going to change legs. So remember, if we have any knee problems, by strengthening all the left muscles in the lower limb and the thigh, all the muscles going into the knee from the bottom and the top, the knee joint gets more support. Superb. Always finish on a stretch, so while we're there, lower both legs down, finish on a stretch. Oh, I didn't even start my watch. Just setting it for Pilates, my class. Brilliant. Right, the next one is called Good Morning, and it's strengthening the shoulders, the back, the bum and the upper back of the leg. So you can do this without the band, and I do always advise to do an easy one first with hands on your hips. So I take my feet hip distance apart, hands on my hips. It's better to view it from the side. I've got my neck lengthened and I think about leading with my chin. So I lower it, my back doesn't, there's no hump in my back at all. and I lower it down as far as I can straight. Inhale, belly button to spine, and exhale back up. This is my class for me, so I'm doing it with a big band. I'm stretching the band, putting tension on it, and off we go. Always remembering belly button to spine before you return to standing. So when we're skiing, we're using our bum muscles, which are your glutes, you're using your hamstrings a lot, massive. So I thought I would do this for skiers. And of course, when you're having to shoosh along because you've run out of hill, you need your arms as well. Belly button to spine. Notice there's no movement in my back. My bum muscles are squeezed the whole time. I'm probably going to do 5 more. Rest if you need to. One more. Brilliant. Now do whatever you need to do. I can just move the camera a little bit further away, or rather the mat further away. Okay, so the next one is absolute manic for the legs. It's called the curtsy. Oh, that's no good. There. The curtsy. So if we start over this side of the mat, and then we're going to take a great big step to the side, and then we're going to do a curtsy as though we're meeting our king. But the big difference is I'm keeping my hips straight to the front. It would be very easy to relax and turn, but we've got to stay facing the front. And then we're working all of the core. Lovely job. So we can keep this movement going, go as low as you like, and I am practically touching the floor with my knee. In fact, if we want to make it any harder, we can use the band. And if you want to work your balance at the same time, follow me now. So I curtsy, knee up, down, knee up, curtsy. So in between every movement I do, a knee lift. So if you were to do this quickly, it's really easy and your balance doesn't come into play. But doing it at this speed does make the balance quite difficult. In fact, I would say now the balance for me is the most challenging part, not the actual move, but it is working. My hips, my knees, massive mobility for the ankles. And I can feel that my breath rate has increased and my pulse has increased a bit. That's the good thing about Pilates, you don't get your pulse massively high. So it can be recommended exercise for people who have recovered, fully recovered from heart problems. It can be done by people with high blood pressure. So, oh, that was rubbish. Okay, I'm sort of getting a bit bored of this now, so I'm moving on. And we're going to go back to the upper body, and we're going to do press-ups. So, press-ups can be done on your knees. They can be done at the wall, but we're going to do them on the knees because I need the mat. So, but we'll do a bit of a flow. So let's get your press-ups sorted first. Knees are hip distance apart. Necks lengthened, belly button to spine. Imagine a line between your thumbs and take your chest down in between your thumbs. And you could also have more of a ski slope position, so you have more weight on your arms. But then what I'm going to do, my version, I'm going to do down dog, into plank, press up, down dog. So I'm going to get a stretch, you see, in between each press up, which is lovely. Now my hands aren't gripping very well, hand cream and all that, so I'm putting that down now. That makes my down dog a bit more efficient. So you do your version of your press up, but doing it like this, we're getting lots of stretching as well. And what we're stretching are the glutes and the hamstrings that we've just worked doing all those curtsies. How are you doing, Chandra?
Okay, thank you.
Good. How are you doing, Claire? I can't hear you, I don't think. Still breathing. All right, aren't we? So I'm going to do 3 more, I think. 1, 2, and 3. And then the stretch is in a nice child pose. So knees bent, bum down to knees, really stretch your arms. And really decompress the back now, stretching it. Lovely job. Right, we do a side move, because we always do a side move. Again, there's lots of variations of this. So, first thing is to make sure you're in a straight line. So I've got my knees and my hand all on the front of the mat and my leg out. So this is an actual stretch, but we're going to upgrade it to make it hard work. So the stretch is stretching over and back. Nice and relaxing. Inhale up, exhale back. But I want to work a bit harder. So I'm going to lift that leg and flex the foot. And now I'm stretching it over and back. 2, belly button to spine. 3, 4. Well, I can see your hand waving. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And relax down. Quick stretch in the middle, and we'll do the other side. Knees on the front of the mat, foot on the front of the mat, hand on the front of the mat. Lovely stretch over and back. Now we'll lift the foot with a flexed foot. And that leg go any higher. There we go, and nice child pose stretch again. Stretch everything up. Just a brief stretch, and then we go on to our backs. And we do the toughest one first. We're going to do the 100. Okay, so lots of varieties of the 100. Now I'm not with you, so I can't see what's going on, but I do know that most people with me are my students, so they know. But the main thing is, when you're doing the 100, put your hand in the arch of your back and squeeze down on it and stay there. You can move your hand, but don't move your back. So that's the main thing about the 100. And you can do it with one leg, and then of course you have to swap, or you can do both legs, or you can have straight legs, or you can lower the legs, or there's another twiddly bit which I do. So have a quick warm up, just choose which one you're doing. And now we're going to go into it. So we've got 100 beats, so it's not a floppy wrist. Big, solid crunch. 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 That's 4. Crunch. 5. Halfway. Three more. Rest if you need to. 2 more. Really feel that. 1 more. Definitely know about that. So, hug your knees, tighten to your chest, rock from side to side. And now I'm going to do shoulder bridge. So again, shoulder bridge is one of the moves that everybody loves. Lots of variations to move different parts of the body. But there's also lots of progressions which make it harder, and modifications which make it easier. But because it's for me, for my class, for myself, I'm going to make it harder. So you do your version, just everybody do a mini one first. So you round the hips, the back, lift the hips off the floor, inhale, and then exhale all the way down. So you choose your shoulder bridge. I'll choose mine, which is going to be one leg. So I have no idea how to count that, but anyway, so I'm going to go up. I'm going to take one leg to the ceiling with a flexed foot because it's stretching the back of my leg. So I'm going to lower it 10 times. 1, 2. So I know in Pilates they point it, Joseph wanted it pointed up here and lowered down, but I actually think you get a bit of a better stretch if you keep it flexed the whole time. That's 5, I think. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now I'm going to stay up because I know I want to work myself quite hard and do the other side. 1, 2. Notice I can't bring this leg as high as the other one. 4. I just get over it. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm going to stay up. 10 more on the other side. I'm really squeezing my bum, not letting my hips drop. It's quality we want. So if you really can't manage that and your hips start to drop, it just means you've progressed too far, too quickly. Feel it in my thighs, which is what I intended, you know, it's a ski workout as well. And change leg. My class, my Thursday night class, are phenomenal at this. They do 3 bridges lasting 1 minute each. I don't know any other class that could do that. They're amazing. And I'm staying up for another round. So I can feel this now in my bum. My hamstrings are getting a nice stretch. But I'm really feeling in my back, my bum, and the body relaxed. I can feel my heart rate's gone up a little bit. Yep. Not much. So I have to do the other side now, otherwise I'll go home wonky. There we are, quite a lot there. So I'm going to come down 1 vertebra at a time, hug one knee, hug the other knee, and rock gently from side to side. So now we've worked all the back of the body. We're going to go back to the front of the body and we're going to do scissors. Again, stacks of variations, progressions. So if you want to start, same thing here, look. Hand in your arch of your back, push down on your hand, move the hand but keep the back still. One leg up, other leg up. So this is scissors, or straight legs, or head and shoulders lifted. Now I like to have my head and shoulders lifted, and I also like to move my arms. Really good core exercise, and we're doing the cross the body core. So the core, don't forget, isn't your abs, it isn't your six pack, it's all the way around. but rest if you need to. Making sure that your hips and knees and feet are all in alignment. So I'm keeping my feet flexed, so I get a stretch down the back of the leg. Really feeling that now, but rest if you need to. If your neck's hurting, you can support your head, but look to pulling it forward and yanking it. Okay, I'm going to try 10 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, nearly dead. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Well done. Oh, hug the knees into the chest. Yeah, my heart rate's gone up a bit now, a bit more, not much. Roll around. And I'm going to do an exercise on our front called the Superman. So if you know it, carry on. Again, lots and lots of variations. The main thing to explain is that your hand only goes as high as your ear, and when the leg is moving, it only goes as high as your bum. So in other words, we don't want this, we're not trying to go as high as we can. Look at my back dips. I need my back flat and my hips level. So you only need to go out that high. Oh, and also, watch the foot doesn't turn out to the side. Keep it under. Okay. So I'm going to do a crunch, which is a progression. So it's a Superman with a big crunch and a hold in the middle. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You get cramp in your foot, curly toe. Oh, what's happening there? 7, 8, 9. Right, watch out, do 10. Then we're going to pulse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Crunch. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Lovely job. Change sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Up here, pulse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And crunch for 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Woo! Right, we're going to do wide leg now. Take your knees wide, feet close together, hands stretching out, elbows up the floor, really decompressing the spine. My heart rate, yeah? Heart rate's still up a little bit. Right, we want to go back to the legs one last time, because it was a ski class. So, we're going to do, come back to standing. No, just give me an idea. This is what we're going to do, to strengthen the legs and the bum. Bring one foot forward, stay upright, slowly come up to standing. Take the other back, slowly come down. Notice I'm not moving either way. You can speed it up a little bit. So all these moves we've just done, we can also do on the paddleboard when springtime finally gets here and some warmer weather. And it's like Pilates on steroids. I think that's 5, so I'm going to do 5 more on this side. That's the last one on this side. And then I'm going to change sides. So go down on this one first and leave with this one. So if anybody has any questions, please inbox me and I will help you with any injuries, rehabilitation. Because every week I make this lesson plan and then I'll say to people, anybody got any injuries? And somebody will go, yeah, my knee. And I rip my lesson plan up in my head and we work on the knee or whatever. Remembering that the bit that hurts might not be the bit that's broken. Often it's called referred pain. And we've had a lot of examples in our classes where somebody has a bad knee, but actually it's caused by the foot. Or they might have a bad hip caused by the knee. Lovely job. Right, we're almost done. So that was a good one for balance. Right, we're going to do some squats because we need to do these as ski legs. So the first few are how my legs would be if I was in ski boots on skis. So in that setup position, so knees, hips, ankles, all in alignment. So I'm going to use my band actually. You don't have to, don't need it. So I'm going to take my arms up and then I'm going to squat down. Mini one first. So remembering that we have fast and slow twitch muscles and we need to train all of them. So this is brilliant. This is brilliant. If I was skiing and I'd be like this. I'd be pushing my shins forward into my boots. Making sure your knees track your toes. In other words, they don't cave in or out. I'm going to go a bit faster now. My fast twitch muscles. So we do hit timing sometimes in class, and that means you really get your heart rate a bit higher. And we work quite a lot harder. So I'm going to go a bit quicker again. It's like my reaction time, hopefully, when I'm skiing. And a bit quicker again. I'm going to do 10 more, and then I'm going to hold it at the bottom. Last one, hold. And breathe. And hold. And breathe. Cool. How about this? Peek. And come up. Well done. You need to stretch these off. You can bash them. You can flick the heels up to your bum. And then we're going to do some more squats, but these are going to be wide leg. They're called sumo squats. So I'm going to have my feet at 10 to 2. And so now my knees need to go out over my knee. My knees need to go out over my toes. And I'm going to use the band again. So take the band out and then squat. Really going wide with the knees. You have to go a lot further than you did when you had your legs, knees facing the front. Somehow I'm going to save this so I can share it with people. But a lot of my students aren't on Instagram. Don't know how that's going to work. If anybody's got any ideas, please tell me. So on my YouTube channel, during lockdown, I did a Thursday night live. And I did a free class every Thursday. I managed to share that, I can't remember how. So I'm going to do 10 more. 1. And I'm going to hold it again on the last one. Halfway. So we've used everything. And one more. That routine has used all our muscles, front, back, sides, crossways, arms, legs, ankles, knees, shoulders. Oh, this is killing. Oh, I might not get back up. Okay, up we go. Wow, that was bad. And probably the best thing now is this. Well done. Heart rate, yeah. 100. And the other leg. So now we're going to do some stretches. Go the other way as well, sorry, go the other way. We're going to do some stretches for all those muscles. And we've just stretched the shoulders doing that. So that's done. We're going to stretch the triceps. So, I hope you can see. Arm up in the air, fingertips on your elbow just to make sure they're not moving. Drop the hand behind and breathe. Now these are developmental developmental stretches. So we hold it and on one of those massive out breaths, just go a little bit further. Release it. Other side. Arms straight. Fingertips on your elbow so you know they're not moving. Drop the hand behind. So from behind it looks like that. And on the out breath. Oh, lovely. Good job. Let's do the wrists from those press-ups, snaking them, looks like this, and the other way. A lot of people my age have a little bit of arthritis in their hands, and what you need to do is when you're having a nice time of it, because it often doesn't hurt all the time, that's when you need to exercise them, and this is a good one. And finger flicking, looks like this. It's like you've got water on your hands. You want to wave too. Hi Gina. Oh, loads of people. I can't do that. I'll wave to you all later. Didn't see you all there. Now just circle the shoulders again. And the other way. And we stretched the sides off while we were doing that nice exercise, so we don't need to do that. So if you come down to your knees, we're going to do the hip flexor stretch. Okay, so I'm on my high knees, take a big step forward, and I mean a big step because if I step to here and then I push forward, see that big bend in my knee? I don't want that. I want my ankle to be the far side of my knee. So this is good. And if you get cramp in that back foot, curl it under and then just relax, honestly. If it's hurting and you're yelling at me to hurry up, it's because you've gone too far. Just come back a bit. But otherwise, just relax into it. And when you want to stretch a little bit further, always do it on the out breath. So inhale, exhale. Now we're just going to turn over across that body, that front leg. So I've now got a spine twist as well. And breathe. And then gently come back. Push back. Let's swap legs. So this is what it looks like from the front. Just put that there so I don't slip. Big step forward. Lean into it. Oh, I've got lots of people to wave at. Thank you for coming. Hope you're enjoying it. Please leave comments, nice ones, and any requests. Exhale and extend the stretch. And I'm going to probably try and put this on my YouTube channel. So all comments, you can subscribe and follow and like and all those things. They're really helpful. And push back. Oh no, sorry, I forgot the spine twist. And then push back. Now I want to do a wide leg child pose. So I have my knees together, and my knees wide, my feet are together. And then I stretch my hands out and grip the floor. So I'm now stretching my hips, my back, got ticking pop. And on the exhale, try and get that bum down onto the feet a bit more. And gently walk out of it, and then just sit down on your bum. Put the soles of your feet together and just butterfly the knees. So we're stretching the same thing, but in a dynamic way. Because we're in the right position in a minute to stretch the bum. We use the bum a lot in all the curtsies, the squats, the shoulder bridges. So I'm going to stretch one leg out, cross the other leg over, and then I'm going to move forward, hook my hand around the knee, and bring that leg across the body. So now I've got to stretch in that glute, that bum muscle. I'm going to also get stretched down the back of the leg of the other foot. And breathe. and unravel. Swap sides. So cross the leg over, stretch forward with the opposite hand, hook the elbow around the knee, spine twist, pulling that knee across the body. Flexing the foot of the other leg. And gently unravel. Straight out. So those of you who are here, I'd love to hear where you're from, how you found out, and I will wave to you in a minute as well. I can see lots of people here, thank you. Bring one leg in, and leg in. And I'm going to come to standing, however. So I like to come to standing like this, that in your hands. And I want to be able to do that in my 70s and my 80s and my 90s. I'm still here. So we're actually finished now, so we like to finish like this. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Up onto your toes. Try and control the ankles. And you're done. Fantastic.